back. Your girl Monica Cherie here for the Trapman Sportscast. So sorry, it's been a few days I've been out. I was actually a little bit under the weather for a day or two, so I didn't get to come on here and record the other day, but I'm back today and I'm here to give y'all a very short episode because NBA basketball will be coming back this week, as you all already know. So today we're going to get into a recap of just some things that happened over like All Star Weekend. We are going to get into some commentary on the dunk contest, the 3 point contest, All Star over game overall review, and then I'm gonna give y'all some thoughts on tonight's games, which is just one, and I believe it's the Lakers playing the Spurs, if I'm not mistaken. I might have it wrong, but if I am, then we'll get back to it when we get to it. So, yeah, so 3 point contest. So, let's look at who the participants of the 3 point contest this year were. Give me 2 seconds, guys. So, the 2025 participants for the 3 point contest this year. We had Jalen Brunson from the Knicks. We had Cade Cunningham from the Pistons. Darius Garland, Cavaliers. Tyler Hero from the Miami Heat. We had Buddy Hill from the Warriors. Cam Johnson, Nets. Damian Lillard from the Bucks. And Norman Powell, Clippers. Now, you know me. I personally thought that Dame was going to take it home again, but he didn't. He actually scored very low in that first round. It was quite embarrassing. I know he was upset because he was on there talking about some, Dame time, doing all his little, you know, finger waves, all that, doing all that. And then Tyler Hero ended up coming out with the win. Shout out to the boy Tyler Hero. Shout out to the boy Tyler Hero. He came out, won outright, did what he needed to do, made the boys sweat, made the boys sweat a bit. But it was cool to watch. I mean, it's a 3 point contest. Like, they got the starry ball that has it's for the most points. I don't know if anyone actually made the starry ball. I didn't check, but yeah, they was struggling with that starry ball like from the 3 point line. It was wild. It was a wild little game that was going on. But yeah, that was the 3 point contest. I mean, it's just what it is. It's 3 point shots. It's nothing really to gripe about. Like, it's just like you either gonna make the shots or you not. I felt like they should have had some players from the Boston Celtics on there, but I feel like they felt like if they played some Boston Celtics people for the 3 point, it would have been cheating because they're gonna do well. Like they just are. Like they shoot threes all day. Like it's crazy. So I don't know. I was just kind of like maybe y'all should have mm, I mean, let the boys play. Like let them get it in. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what happened. But it's all good. I'm not salty or anything. I just felt like it could have been a little bit more competitive. That's all. But it was cool for what it was. I thought Darius Garland was honestly going to take home that win, but he didn't. But it was all good. It was still a fun little contest to watch. Now for the slam dunk contest, ugh, this one, y'all not gonna like what I got to say about this because I wasn't very happy with the outcome of this at all. So in the final, we had Mac McClung versus Stephen Castle, and from the San Antonio Spurs. And Mac McClung, I believe he's on the G League for Orlando Magic. Um, Mac McClung every year is just it's so impression. It's like nobody's really giving him a run. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's really doing it like him. So it's just kind of embarrassing to just see like no effort whatsoever. Um I just I just don't understand. He did a 360 reverse in 2023. 2024, he jumped over Shaq. 2025, did a Kia K5. And then, I mean, shout out to what's his name from the Celtics? Jalen Brown last year. Like he did a decent job, but like his finish on the dunks, I feel like honestly, like the way that they judge it, I feel like they should be judging the way that they finish as well. Because some of them finish really messy. Like um I bring up last year. I mean, Stephen Castle, like his finishes were cool, but his dunks were boring. And last year, even with Jalen Brown, like with the Lord, when he put the Michael Jackson on his left hand and dunked with his left hand, it's like, bruh, like it's cool that you're dunking with your left hand with the Jackson glove on. Awesome. Finish good. You know what I'm saying? Even with Mac McClung, like he fell on the floor for one of his dunks. Like, and I mean, it's just like, oh well, he got back up and got hyped up. Cool. It should still not be a 50-50-50-50-50 all across the board if somebody's falling all over the floor for a dunk. Like, be for real, right? Like, and that's cool, like, because they NBA players, they're going to fall on the floor. It's all good. I'm just saying, from a judge perspective, I would take a point off. If you dunk and you fall or whatever, I'm taking a point off. If you don't get your first dunk, I'm taking a point off. I'm sorry. Like, because it's something that you practice for all year, right? Like, they picked, let's look at who they picked because it wasn't. They had Matas Buzelis from the Bulls, hardly made any of his shots. Andre Jackson Jr. from the Bucks, hardly made any of his shots. Mac McClung just came out and just embarrassed these boys. Stephen Castle, he did what he did, but it wasn't like overly exciting. And it was cool because. It's cool to see like a rookie and everything in there, one of the young guys and everything. But like now we got the veterans talking about they gonna come back because it's so boring. Like y'all didn't give Mac McClung any type of competition to compete against. Like then he jumped over a car. He jumped over a car, and like no, it's just a boring contest. It was boring. Okay, I was bored. I was bored the whole time. I was disappointed. It was sad to watch. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Mac McClung, shout out to you, brother. You keep it going. You are the star of the show. You're the reason for the show. I really appreciate what you did out there. That was awesome. Um, as far as the 3 point, not 3 point, slam dunk contest, just going forward, let's try to choose people who are a little more seasoned. I don't need to see younger guys in there. I don't care. I want to be entertained. It's All Star Weekend. Like, in all honesty, if I had paid thousands of dollars to go sit at All Star Saturday night and saw them play like that, like saw them dunk like that, I would have been upset. I would have been upset. Now, moving on, because they had a team contest as well. So let's pull up the guys. So they had the Warriors. They had Draymond Green and Moses Moody. They had, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. From the hold on, let me just pull it up for y'all. Give me 2 seconds. So we had the Kia Skills Challenge, right? So for the teams, we had Team Rooks, which was two rookies, Alex Sarr from the Washington Wizards and Zachary Richardson from the what is it? He plays for the Hawks. And then we had Team Spurs, Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama. Then we had Team Warriors, Moses Moody and Draymond Green. Then we had Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley for Team Cavs. Now, the Spurs came out like they were the first ones to come out, and they decided that they were just going to throw the balls in the air and not like actually try to make the shots. And so at the end of their turn, they got disqualified, and Chris Paul was throwing a little bit of a fit, a hissy fit, you know. You could see it on his face. Like he was throwing a little bit of a hissy fit. I guess like somebody told him, "Oh, nah, you just got to throw the ball. Like you're good. And just do it as fast as you can." So they ended up being disqualified. He looked like he was upset. Wembanyama looked like he was upset because he was being led by this guy who just for some reason thought that he could just throw the ball up there and not attempt to shoot. And so, what happened and they got disqualified and rightfully so because we're we want to be entertained. What did Kyrie say during his press conference, right? The fans deserve a show. The fans deserve a show. Be grateful that like you're getting all this coverage that you're get like it's just I just don't understand why you would just come out there and you're doing a skills challenge and you doing throwing balls and stuff and then you decide, "Oh, I'm just going to throw the ball any kind of way. I'm not going to try to make the pointer. I'm not going to try to make the hoop." So you know what? They got what they got and they deserved it. Oh well. Oh well, I'm not upset. I could care less. Um, Now, like I said, Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley came out there what needed to be done. The Rooks, did what they could. Team Warriors, they did. Draymond Green and Moses Moody came out there and did what needed to be done. And Team Cavs ended up taking it home for the win, rightfully so. Like they looked like they was excited to be there. Even Donovan Mitchell was looking like when the Spurs went out, like, what are y'all even doing? Like, what are y'all even doing? So, yeah, key skills challenge just in the future when y'all pick teams out, like because I think Wembanyama would have liked to walk away with a trophy, and that would have been nice for him. It would have been cool. Like I like to see Wembanyama win. He's a good player. I feel like he's pretty consistent with what he does, and he tries. He really does. But like just going forward, like please explain the rules to these guys. Like please don't ever let them do that again. That was so embarrassing. It was just obviously like ridiculous. It was honestly very annoying to watch. And I didn't appreciate it, at all. So All-Star Saturday night, my guys didn't win. Um I was voting for the team with the All-Star twins and it didn't have the Thompson twins. I said the Alston twins. I am tripping. I am so sorry. Alston and Almond Thompson. Um, yeah, the Thompson twins. Yeah. I was rooting for them and they didn't end up winning and I was kind of sad, but it was okay. I mean, they all played like they did what they did. They came out there, did what they needed to do to get to that little 40 points. My first I'll go over just the winners and everything. The OGs ended up winning over the well, okay. I want to talk about the matchups, right? So let's look at the matchups. LeBron didn't play. Anthony Edwards didn't play. Cool, whatever. Um, I personally, I don't feel like the young stars should have went against the global stars first. I feel like the young stars should have went against Candace Rising Stars, and then the OG should have played the global stars first, right? Uh, um, that's how it ended up happening anyway. But I feel like if we had more of a young versus old, it would have just been a little bit more energizing because the first two games were close. And that last game between the Global Stars and Shaq's OGs, let's go over who was on each team first off. So for the young stars, we had Jaren Jackson Jr., Jalen Williams, Evan Mobley, Jalen Brunson, Tyler Hero, Darius Garland, and Cade Cunningham. And then for the global stars, we had Pascal Siakam, Carl Anthony Towns, Nikola Jokic, Shea Gilgeous Alexander, Donovan Mitchell, Victor Wembanyama, Trey Young, and Alfred Sengun. Um, that's cool, but we kind of already knew who was gonna win based on like just skill level and everything. I just feel like it wasn't a fair matchup skill wise. And even when the OGs played the Rising Stars, you probably would have said, not the Rising Stars, but the Young Stars. You probably would have said, "Oh, well, that's not really a good matchup either." No, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. These guys play regularly. All of them play regularly together. I just felt like it would have been a little bit more competitive because of who they were going against. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the match. I just feel like they should have changed it up a little bit. Put young versus young, see which youngin is the best, and then put the OGs against the, and like Well, at the same time, what I'm saying doesn't really make sense because it was a mix of people on the Global Stars team. So it was a mix of young, old. It was just mixy. It was very mixy. But um for the Global Stars to have that many bigs, they had like three bigs, three, four bigs, and like did as bad as played as bad as they did. It was just really annoying. I just felt like I would have loved to watch like the Candace Rising Stars, Dalton Necht, Jalen Wells, Zach Edey, Stephen Castle, Keontae George, Ryan Dunn, Amon Thompson, and Trace Jackson Davis. We knew they weren't gonna win against the OGs. Matter of fact, I can guarantee you the OGs overall were just gonna take the whole thing home the whole time, and we knew this, right? We knew this. Um, I still feel like it could have been a little bit more competitive if they had matched it up separately, differently the first time. The OGs were Jason Tatum, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving, and Jalen Brown. Who wants to play against a team like that? Be for real right now. Like we already knew who was gonna win. We already knew who was gonna take it home. But that's just my critique. I feel like they could have matched it up better. Um, Kyrie Irving said during his press conference that he felt like they should stretch All Star Game out over a week. I talked with some folks about it. Some people was like, "Nah, that's too long." Some people was like, "Well, they got to get back to the season." Got like different reactions from it, right? I feel like they should stretch it out over 4 days. Start Thursday and Thursday night. Had the G League teams and everything play. Yeah, everybody's probably not gonna be watching, but it's TNT. So at the same time, people are gonna tune in. Um, Friday night, um, maybe have like the first matchup, right? And have it like a regular game. So it's exciting. Saturday, have the next two teams play. And then Sunday, have the last two teams play and just make it like a big overall event. And they're like, people were just like, oh, well, also like ticket sales, like who's going to pay for those tickets? They're going to pay for the tickets. Matter of fact, bundle them motherfuckers together. Bundle them together. It'll make it easier for everyone to be able to afford it. Who wants to go? Bundle them together. I don't understand what's so difficult about what I'm asking to be done. So, just overall, um, I think the game it was cool as far as being competitive and making it more competitive by only going to 40 points. I just feel like people just got blown out and didn't even really get a chance. Like with the Global Stars playing the OGs, we probably knew they was probably if they had met up first, one of them would have been eliminated, and I'm guarantee you it would have been the Global Stars. I don't care that you got Shea Gilgis Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, and Trey Young. Like it's the fact that the OGs are the OGs. Like, listen, basketball all over the world is great. It is. They don't do it like we do it here in America. I'm sorry, they just don't do it. They don't play the way as well as we play here. Like they play way more structured overseas, and that's fine. I'm fine with the fact that they play more structured. Here, we got a little bit more swag. You know what I'm saying? We do a little bit more. That's why they have players go overseas, practice, and then come back. But everyone know when you on the floor and you in the US, yo, you swagging out. Like, what's up? What's up? You know? So I just think overall, if you're gonna change the format, just make it make a little bit more sense. Thursday through Sunday would have been great to watch like a good game like every night. Then you can make more money because you make money for Vegas too. More chances for people to actually parlay and actually win because they could say, "Oh, I think this person's gonna outshine everyone else," and then more time for people to actually prove their MVP. You just had Steph shooting threes from half court. It was crazy. It was so disrespectful. Kyrie threw a self assist and dunked on and dunked on everybody. Like it was just overall like it was just an easy game for them. Like it was so easy for them to win. Like I felt like they was taking it easy on them at one point. So that's my recap of All-Star Weekend. Please do not let Jello perform ever again. I don't want to see that on my television screen. We could have got Victoria Monet. I'm pretty sure y'all have the budget for her. anything. I don't want to see Jello performing. I don't leave that for outside at the club somewhere. I don't want to see that on my screen. That performance sucked. The Bay Area performance sucked. So they had Sweetie standing there stiff, talking about some moving her head and her body stiff. Girl, like, and I love Sweetie, don't get me wrong. But sister girl, that was not it. That was, he was on stage with E40 and Too Short. Like, and they was stiff for me too. E40 of all people. And they brought out like In Vogue. It could have been more. It could have been more. I mean, at this point, what's my guy name to be performing all the time on Instagram? Y'all, what's his name? What's his name? Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. What's his name? They could have got him to come out. They could have got him to choreography the performance. Russ. L.A. Russell. La Russell. There we go. I always call him L.A. Russell because he be in L.A. But y'all could have just got La Russell to come out and help y'all with this performance. Like, in all honesty, I don't know, man. It was so boring. Like, it was boring to watch. Like, all the performances were boring, and I feel like they have the budget where they can afford to get people who can afford, like, all that money that people pay for seats. They got the budget to be able to afford to get like real performance to really like come out and do it up and really do it, you know. So I feel like that could have been better. Hmm. I think as far as my thoughts for All Star Weekend, that's all I feel like. You know, I just feel like the matchups could have been better. I feel like don't make them play the 40 points. Make them play a whole full game, whole 4 quarters. Like keep us engaged. Like as people who watch, like y'all just wanted to get it over with, and that's fine. Get it over with, but at that point just do east versus west like because I was it wasn't no competition. Like you can't have somebody go to 40 points because we've seen like NBA games open up where teams will be down by like 20 points. It'll be like literally 40-20 like first quarter sometimes because the other team was just lagging a little bit and these players don't play together regularly. So just let them play. Like let them play a full game. I mean, at least like go to 80 points. Like if you want to make it competitive, 80 points is fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, but 40 points, like bruh, like that's so easy to get to for a lot of them. Like we've seen games where people have gotten like 50 points in like the first quarter, just scoring on people because they wasn't defensively ready. So I just feel like that needs to be changed. But other than that, I don't really have no more thoughts on All Star Weekend. It was cool to watch, but that 3 point and everything, ugh, I'm not gonna keep going over it because I can go over and over and over and over and over. Y'all know me, I will just keep talking, you know. Now tonight we do have one game on the card tonight. So tonight, tomorrow I'll come back on here. I promise I'll be back on here. I'm feeling much better now. I'm very happy that I'm feeling much better. But tonight we got the Hornets at the Lakers. Hornets at the Lakers. I think this is a makeup game, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know who all's gonna play in this game. Because it's still from like All Star Weekend and everything. Um, maybe the Stars will play, maybe not. LeBron didn't play in the All Star game, so I'm pretty sure he'll be playing tonight. Um, and Luka Doncic, didn't play in All Star, so I'm pretty sure he'll be playing tonight. So I just predict that the Lakers are just gonna whoop on the Hornets. The Lakers are at home. Like, there's not really anything to talk about here, really. I mean, what Nick Richards might get some points off. Miles Bridges, he's definitely gonna get some points off. I'll parlay that Miles Bridges might have a really big night. You know, not parlay, but just outright. Um, I might go outright with LeBron or Luca, one or the other, not both. Um, or even Austin Reeves is a good look sometimes. but like I will only take him at his line, nothing over. So I don't know exactly what'll happen tonight. We might get a nice little 3 point shooting contest. I don't know if LaMelo is healthy. Let's look on ESPN and let's see what's going on with the injury report, because after All Star break, um some of the players like to come back on and actually play. What they get paid to do. So I think that. All right, so Charlotte Hornets injuries. I don't see anybody on the injury report right now, so I'm gonna go to the roster and I'm gonna click on each person and see for the main piece. Game time decision. Lamelo Ball is a game time decision. Um, Miles Bridges is good. I didn't expect him to not be good. You just check because you be seeing some people on the injury report, and I just be like, "What's going on? Is Mark Williams playing tonight?" Mark Williams is a game time decision. I think it would be crazy if Mark Williams came out and played tonight, cause like it's like, oh, y'all traded me back cause of my report. Bet about to ball on all of you niggas, ball on all you niggas. So actually, I think I said that I thought it was gonna be a little bit of a blowout. If Mark Williams plays, Lamelo Ball plays, Miles McBridges, Nick Richards, I feel like all them together. I feel like they can get a Lakers a good little run for their money. I feel like let's take Hornets on the points, but that's it. That's it. Um, if Mark Williams plays, I personally don't think they're gonna get blown out. He's a great center. He's very productive. I don't see it. I don't see that happening. Um, Let me see. What's going on with? Oh, he had a season injury. Okay, that sucks. Um, because I've been wondering what's going on with Trey Man because I haven't heard much about him. Um, yeah, yeah. I feel like this can be a little bit competitive. I don't know how competitive, but I feel like it can be competitive. So, I look forward to this game tonight. Let's see on the Los Angeles Lakers. Is anyone still injured or? So we got LeBron James day to day. Maxi Keebler is out. Um, hmm, I like to go to the roster and look because sometimes it'll be like game time decisions or something if somebody doesn't want to play. Um, yeah, yeah. I feel like it'll be a nice little run tonight. I feel like it'll be an entertaining game to watch, especially if Mark Williams plays. Um, they'll have more rebound attempts and everything. I didn't actually do my research regarding like who allows the most rebounds between both teams, but I'm pretty sure it's the Hornets allowing more for the Lakers. But I feel like if Mark Williams is out there on the floor, I feel like this is a revenge game. Like play Dalton Neck, like let's get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like let's get it going. So I feel like this is going to be a great game tonight. I'm very excited to watch NBA because it's been a few days. Like it's been like almost a week, and I haven't had like a regular time to look at my players and vote on them. So I'm very excited for NBA to come back. I hope you guys are excited as well. And we're gonna get back to it tomorrow. We're gonna be recapping the games every day for you guys. Like I said, not every day, every other day or every few days a week. Um, like I said, I apologize for my absence. I was a little under the weather and I am feeling much better now. I am great. I am good to go. I am excited. And I hope you guys are excited for the rest of the season. And we're going to start doing some playoff projections as well, as far as who we think is going to win Western, Eastern. And I want to talk about that. So I'm going to have some guests on going forward. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Today is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Let's get over the hump and let's make the week great. Peace. This is your girl, Monica Cherie, with the Trap Miss Sportscast signing out. Bye bye.